Good evening, class. Yeah, the last lecture we saw was on projectiles. We have taken the basics of projectiles, like the equations, the terminology is used. So this is a standard case or standard diagram how we show the terminologies used in projectiles. That is the horizontal range, the initial velocity of projection u, and the time of flight, total time taken, and then the maximum distance, that is vertical height, and then some relations for the time of flight, the horizontal maximum range or the maximum height the ball or the body has reached. And then we also studied the motion of projectile and the equation for the path of projectiles, which is y equal to x tan alpha minus g x square divided by 2u square cos square alpha. Along with this, we also saw the three cases. This is your case one. Okay, the standard diagram where your this point and this point both are at the same level. The levels are same. Then you will come across a second case wherein I will stand at a height, a known height, and I will drop a body down. So this would be the height, the height already is given, and this would be the projectile that is traced. And so that time only this becomes your range R. Okay, so this is second case where from a certain height we drop an object down. So velocity here, you understand one thing, that from already it is at some height and I'm dropping it down. That means the velocity, it is going down because of the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so that comes into picture second. In the third case, when this both are at different levels, say there is an undulated ground like this, and you drop and it comes and falls down over here. Okay, so this is your point A and this is your point B. Now when I draw a horizontal line at this point and at this point, there is a difference between these 2 points, point A and point B. This is the difference, that is y. I take it as minus of y. Okay, I consider it as minus of y. And this is the third case when A and B point, that is the point of projection and the final point, are at different levels. Okay, so this is going to be minus y. For this case, we will make use of the same equation as given below. With y, you will substitute as minus y. Whatever is the value of this difference between the two levels, I'll substitute that along with a minus sign, and hence that becomes for the third case. For second case, the derivation is there, or I will tell you how the equations have to be derived. So we will go according to that equations. So let us take up numericals in the following in the today's class. Okay, so starting up with the first numerical. Let us go with the first numerical here. That is, a particle is projected at an angle 60 degree. So he gives you alpha, that is 60 degree, with the horizontal. The horizontal range of the particle is 5 kilometers. So our range is given as 5 kilometers. Find the velocity of projection and the maximum height attained by the particle. So we'll first write down what all are the data that are given. Data is r, 5 kilometers. We always use in SI units. So it is going to be in meters. And g is 9.81 meter per second square, and alpha is 60. Okay, so what we have to find? Velocity of projection, that is u, and the maximum height attained, that is h max. So we know the equation for horizontal range, r equal to u square sine 2 alpha by g, and from here I will substitute for r in g and alpha. I get the velocity u 237.9, and then the maximum height attained equation is u square sine alpha by 2g. You have the value of u, alpha you know, divided by 2g, you get the value of maximum height. So this is belonging a general example, a very simple one, probably 4 or 5 marks numerical, wherein direct substitution and you get the values. Okay, let us go to the next one. A particle is projected in air with a velocity of, so velocity is given u 100 meters per second at an angle of 30. So alpha, that is 30, with the horizontal. Find the horizontal range r, maximum height h. So you know r and h, maximum height, these equations attained, and the time of flight. So r, t, and h. Extra here is the time of flight t. So we'll start with r, u square sine 2 alpha by g. We get the value. H max is u square sine alpha by 2g. Substitute, you get the value of h max. And then the time of flight. Time of flight is 2u sine alpha by g equation we have seen in the previous case. So substitute for r and h in u, you get the value of time of flight. The body is projected at such an angle. This is the next example. Okay, so this is a different kind of example wherein it can be asked for 2 marks or MCQ, where it's a simple logic application. There is a body which is projected at such an angle that the horizontal range is 3 times the greatest height. Okay, so now I have to write this statement in terms of equation. The range is 3 times of h max. Okay, so now I have to substitute for range. Range equation is u square sine 2 alpha by g, and h max is u square sine square alpha by 2g. So range, I'll write down the equation, and 3 times of h max. From here I can get the value of alpha, that is 53.8. Okay, so this is a different kind of numerical. This can be broken up and shown in the same example, or it can be taken in different example also. We do not require all the same values. Then we have the next example coming on projectiles, that is two minutes. Okay. So next example we have about a bullet and firing. Okay, so a bullet is fired upward with an angle 30 degree to the horizontal. So alpha is 30 degree to the horizontal from a point P on the hill, and it strikes a target which is 80 meters lower than B. Okay, the initial velocity of the bullet is 100 meters per second. Okay, so this you can understand this falls into your different case where A and B points are at different levels. They are not at the same level. Okay, how you understand? See, it is bullet is fired upwards at an angle of 30 degree to the horizontal from a point P on a hill, and it hits a target of 80 meters lower than point P. Okay, so based on this you will understand which case it follows. Calculate the maximum height with which the bullet will rise above the horizontal, the actual velocity with which it strikes the target, and the total time required by the bullet, or the total time of flight. Now, air resistance is usually neglected when we are dealing with any horizontal motion of the particle or the body in projectiles. Okay, so first, the vertical downward distance of the target from the point of projection is 80 meters. So he has given as it is at 80 meter lower. So this is the vertical distance which is present. The maximum height attained by the bullet is given by h max or u square sine square alpha by 2g. I have the value of u, I know the value of alpha, substitute, you get the value of h max. So 127.42 is the h max, that is this distance is h max 127.42 second. The actual velocity with which the bullet strikes the target from the figure, this in the point A is the highest point, and sorry, projectile at the height of velocity is 0. Okay, consider the motion from A to the target. V1 is a vertical component of the velocity at A equal to 0.